And I was like, okay, so I had nothing to do on Saturday. My family was all busy, and I was like, I don't know what to do. I'm really sad. The only thing that keeps my mind off of me moping is driving around. So I literally drove. I drove around Camera Park and everywhere, up and down. I drove Carson 12 times. I just drove all day. And finally I ended up at my old Camera Park house, and I sat in the park for 3 hours. And that was just fucking peaceful. And I was like, oh, this is such a nice day. And then today I woke up and went to the hospital. It's been fantastic.
Shit happens. Entropy. It's the way it is.
But I feel a lot better today. But shit, the ear was empty today. I got it in and out in 3 hours, because 2 of the hours was me getting pumped, and then the other hour was just people and stuff like that. It was incredible. It was thank you God. Yeah, it was awesome. There was no one there. I got fucking lucky.
I just think that we can be that too, as humans, we can just be a human being. And just being never having to decide or do something they do.
I think people are stupid. They do things that aren't in their best interest, but there's enough of them that it continues for the time being. Got its own foolproof mechanism. Throw enough idiots at something, a few of them get through, kind of thing.
Is able to feel terribly bad about something, I guess you see in dogs' faces too, they get upset. I just feel maybe sometimes we go over the top and let our emotions just run about when we can't just be okay.
God damn, it's a gorgeous day.
No, I'm proactive. I do things I think are probably the best of my options that's available. So I try to do that. It's usually a compromise from what would be optimal. So I'd say, oh, this is optimal. Plenty of your energy or support or whatever else. So you do some suboptimal things, which it's kind of the lowest minimum you might expect out of something. And then I'm still surprised I just get about half of that.
That makes me really happy. Maybe this weekend wasn't 12, that's true. Sometimes they are. Everything's got to break. We can fix it, right? I don't know. I think things are looking up. I think that we're all going to get through it, and we're all going to be just fine.
Just decide there's nothing else I need to become, there's nothing else that'll fulfill me. I'm just a human being.
Kind of compressed. They're pretty intense for me because the whole HSP nervous system kind of makes things intense. I wouldn't say, I don't even think I'm smarter than anybody else or anything like that. I just think I'm more sensitive to certain things than other people, and it affects me in usually negative ways. Overstimulation, but on the inverted side, it's better. Sometimes I'm surprised I'll be awake for 10 hours and it'll just feel like I need to go to sleep again because it's been more than a lifetime in a day. Just looking back on a play-by-play, it's just these highly compressed things will go by and aren't usually big waste, whatever. So it's a little too intense sometimes.
Is he doing okay? He's not too self-destructive?
Love and emotion is all the same. it's like just two sides of the different coin, and you just have to like deal with what it comes sometimes. It's not like belittling it, it's just like being okay, like figuring out that even through like if it's something that's hard or like super like painful, that maybe it'll just be over and like by tomorrow. Like maybe it's like the best thing that ever happened to you.
Need of some other thing or just some less conscientious entity that just bolts into the place and fucks shit up for me. I swear I'll be like, playing a song on the sidewalk, just trying to have a nice moment, get some sun between customers, and like two people almost walk into the headstock of my guitar, a truck will rev by, and somebody will hawk the biggest, nastiest loogie you ever thought. And it's like, why the fuck do you have to hawk that next to my song? You know? There's like many a gutter to spit that in, like, you know, loogies first, music second. You know, go fuck yourself.
It's important to just remember people and hold on to those people. I hope he finds someone, like, you know, someone who actually can, like, make him feel better. That'd be really nice. I truly believe there's someone that could. I don't know.
Well, I think, okay, through neutrality is exception. And it's kind of accepting ugliness. Because even sometimes something that is ugly maybe isn't, or maybe it's just by your perspective it's ugly. So it's always like your own personal outview on that situation. And or like staying, like I said, neutral is like accepting it, I guess.
You know, it's like you might have an addictive personality and you can get obsessed about, you know, a handful of rocks or growing corn, right? But it's like if there isn't moonshine to be had or tobacco or these substances or things that are mentally addictive like Farmville or iPhones or things like that that tend to release like oxytocin and stuff when people get little notifications. They're just kind of getting addicted to their own brains, jerking themselves off. I guess that's one thing, is like, you know, any guy could get addicted to pulling a putt, but it's one of those things I think people come out the gates a little more sensitive to.
You're so young. You really think you're not young? Because you're 24. But, dude, that's fucking young. You're a kid still, and you just have to enjoy life and be happy. I know you have a lot of stress on your plate, but you're not an adult just yet. And don't laugh at me. And no one has to be an adult all the time. You can be a kid and just enjoy life. So I don't get why you have to be so serious about it. You can't just enjoy the present.
And you're gonna tweet, oh dude, I'm at a fucking concert. Like, yeah, shut the fuck up and enjoy it. Like, you know, savor it. And so I think a lot of people prefer the mental diarrhea of Twitter versus actually doing something in a given day.